What's happening in Nigeria? Something is happening in Nigeria. Something unprecedented is taking place. The youth, the mothers, the workers, the artists, the mechanics, people in professional, legalized jobs, non-legalized jobs are actually taking a bold stand against the police brutality in Nigeria. There has been an unprecedented level of solidarity being shown for those people whose life was sodomized, whose future was taken away, those people whose liberty, whose freedom has always been hampered by victims of extrajudicial actions and killings and rapes are now getting people voicing for them and also voicing for themselves. On Monday, as I was coming back from office, from work, it was late in the evening, in Bega, that is Abuja, federal capital city, there was a massive traffic jam. People were protesting against this extrajudicial killing by SARS, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad of the Nigerian Police Force. Is this the first time this is happening? No. Not at all. For the past 5 years, there have been a lot of voicings about what the SARS is doing, what the Nigerian Police Force is doing. For the past 5 years, a lot of things. Government has given 4 promises to be able to tackle the issue, to reform the SARS, but each time those promises come up, each time we hear such thing, each time we find out they come back stronger and stronger and stronger. And then the vileness of the activities keep increasing. The restlessness of the youth keep mounting up. People keep dreading moving at a particular time. And now Nigerian youth, Nigerian mothers, Nigerian workers, Nigerian traders are saying that enough is enough. This is the first time. It's amazing. This is the first time that people have come out building a tower of speaking against injustice. This is the first time people are rising up to rise up a tower speaking against injustice, a tower speaking against sodomizations of people's rights, the sodomization of people's hope, the killing of people's rights. This is amazing, and the outcome is so amazing. I'm so impressed to realize that people are coming out in their colors, in their skins, and wherever places, irrespective of what the consequence might be. And you see, as an HR professional, I have seen pictures. People who are close to me I've known people who have actually lost their life because of the activities of the Nigerian Police Force, especially the SARS, young persons, and that means that we have actually had a loss of uncountable numbers that we cannot account for of the future of our workforce, of the future of our leadership, of the future of our youth. We have rendered many parents, many people have actually become orphan as of that, and no one really brought them into justice. But you see, in life is that no matter how hard someone could probably oppress somebody, no matter how hard oppression could stay, one day justice will definitely begin to ring at the door. And today we find ourselves ringing after the Independence Day in October, the month of Nigerian independence. There's justice, freedom, and independence ringing at the door. The good thing. But does that mean the SARS or the Nigerian Police Force is actually that bad? Oh, not at all. Nigerian police is really not that bad. Because according to official reports, there have been a 4%, in 2010, there had been a 4% decrease of the rate of criminal activities in Nigeria, 4%, hypothetical report, official reported by the Nigerian Police Force. There's also been a recovery of over 6 million naira, which was recovered. There's also been over 2,000 vehicles, 1,000 vehicles, almost 2,000 vehicles that were stolen, which actually were reported. And also, a study was being carried by This Day newspaper, and This Day newspaper also did say that over 59% of the crime committed during the lockdown of the COVID-19 were actually committed by the Nigerian Police Force. I thought the Nigerian Police Force was supposed to protect us, but this 59% of the activities are being committed by the Nigerian Police Force. So 40% are probably being committed by other persons. So, and some of the atrocities that we actually learn about, some of the atrocities that people have talked about, the SARS ranges from petty activities to grand activities like arresting you for having a dreadlock on, probably if arresting people for putting a hoodie, arresting people for where people were actually being forcefully required to bring their wallet, their phones out, and then when a certain transaction to a certain amount is being discovered, that person is being detained. I know of somebody who actually said he was being detained because there was a foreign transaction in his own phone, and he had to pay about 700,000 naira to be able to be bailed out by his parents. And some people never actually were able to make it. Being arrested because you are driving a car of a certain brand, being arrested because you were probably seen and being socially seen as too young to be able to be driving a certain car, or a lot of things, excuses that one really cannot even associate themselves with. A lot of things happening taking the life of our young persons out, a lot of things happening taking the life of our elders out, a lot of things happening that really cannot be accounted for. And like I did say, 4 years, 5 years, 4 times, government had made promises and nothing has been done. And so now it's time. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. For 5 years we've listened to the presidency make promises, 4 promises, and nothing happened. Enough is enough. Enough is enough for us to rely on somebody to be able to defend and then to speak on our own behalf, when we have a mouth to speak, when we have our social media to speak, when we have our fingers to type, when we have our platforms to be able to speak. Enough is enough. Enough is enough of the extrajudicial killing. Enough is enough of police brutality. Enough is enough of tribalistic. Enough is enough on inequality. Enough, it's enough of silence. Enough is enough. And because enough is enough, hashtag end SARS now is on. But is that the issue? No, ending SARS is actually not the issue. Why am I saying that ending SARS is not the issue? Ending SARS is just a symptom. It's just something. We haven't gone to the root cause yet. Because if we are protesting against ending SARS, and then some faction of the police are actually dispersing people with hot water and with live bullet, is that SARS? That's not SARS. So it's looking at the root cause. It has to be ending police brutality. If we don't get to the source, we will never be able to end it. Let us look at the issue. What are really the issues? The issues, number one issue that I'm looking at, if for 5 years SARS had continued with its own extrajudicial actions, people have raised their voices, and nothing is being done for 5 years, then we need also to look at the leadership. We need to go far back to the very GPs, IGPs. The leadership of the police force also need to be looked into. If we are restructuring that aspect of the police force and changing to SWAT, we need also to look at those people at the top of the realm of the affairs. Because somehow, if your father does not support you, you won't commit a crime for that long. If your father does not support you, you won't keep bullying people for that long. So that needs to be revised. That needs to also be reviewed. We say we are maintaining the S on the SARS and changing the ARS with a what? SWAT. What is the difference between SARS and SWAT? I really don't know. But that's not the issue. I think instead of dismantling SARS completely, let's take that force and send to Sambisa Forest, that will solve the issue. I mean, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of action that needs to be done there. There's a lot of bullets that need to be released out there that will help solve the issues. I think honestly that all form of police brutality should be revisited, from the CID to SARS to mobile police, to every form of police unit need to be revisited, because if we don't shake it, it's somewhere deep in the fabric of the police system. We need to stand up. We need to look into it. It's not just pay mere service and saying that. I mean, initially we said they are going to be just put back in a different unit. No, it's beyond that. It's in the fabric. It's in the thinking. It's in the mindset, and that need to be removed out. So we need to move beyond just removing the surface of the scratch. It's in the skin. The symptom is what we are looking at, but we need to get to the very root cause. We need to make an analysis of the root cause and find out what's actually happening. If 59% of the crime committed during lockdown, where we need security more, where we need to feel more safe, is being committed by those who are supposed to protect us, then something is wrong somewhere. It's enough. Enough is enough. I also think that somewhere also I was looking at the salary. I also think that somehow I was looking at the salary of the police force, and I realized that it's very meager. The government need to review the salary of the police force. You need to review the salary of the police force, so that if probably one of the reasons why they keep looking in the loop, keep trying to find out additional sums of money, additional reward system, is because they are earning low for what they are doing. I think that needs to be reviewed. And I also think that the government need to review the process of recruiting people in our forces. I mean, the military goes through an extensive training as compared to the police. All I need to do, I just finish my primary school certificate, I see an entry, I apply, I get it, and some people go through a lot of process of having to bribe some people all the way to get into the police force. So that alone, with that training, it's almost like taking an agro and giving the person, I mean, I know some people, I'm so sorry, it's not derogatory, but some people actually, I mean, some tout are tout not because they want to be, but some people are natural tout, and then they just finish from touting to enter a force. So that attitude will still be there. You can take, it's like taking, I mean, you take a monkey, you dress a monkey, does not mean that the monkey has changed. The mentality of a monkey is there. So I think those are my point agenda. So my people, to you all who have gone out there protesting, to you who are using your social media handles, to you who are going out and having public speech, to you who are using your platforms as influencers, church leaders, imams, youth leaders, head of organizations, women leaders, everywhere, everyhow you are using this. Thank you so much for being part of this change. We are all heroes of a new change. We are all heroes of a new move, and I am encouraging you, don't stop. Let's not stop speaking about what's right. Let's not stop speaking about against injustice. Let them send thugs armed with machete, with cutlasses, with sticks, with clubs, and even with charms. I mean, wondering, charms in that matter. Let us not stop. Let's go right for the right things. Charms do not have effect if you are speaking for the right thing. Let them use water, cold or hot water, tear gas and live bullet. Let us not stop. Let's keep going on for the right thing, for justice. Cutlasses, tear gas, charms, thugs, police, brutality may feel the presence, may feel our eyes and our senses, but our voices for change will never stop. Change is what we are looking for. Ending police brutality, making police our friends is what we are looking for. Let's move on. Keep going on. Thank you and well done.